I feel like this is a part two for the most part, but in this situation, in this case, in this circumstance, we actually have the product with us today. And with the elephant in the room, the tower to the right side or Teach's left. Good evening, everybody. Relly and Teach ready to preach and presenting finally physically Glitch Teach Iced Tea. It is officially here. And sorry to say this to everybody, but I think we can kind of get a pass on this one, considering we had the pre-order and everything else, and we both received it on a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
We both have tried Glitch Peach Iced Tea. So, in my recommendation, I tried it with 14 ounces of water, poured one whole scoop, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you. We both have never tried it before. This is no bias aside. I would tell them straight as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I was concerned that was going to taste similar to like how Gamer Sup's peach iced tea is, where it tastes like Diet Snapple. This is, in my opinion, Glitch's best flavor they ever produced. And mind you, there's been Glitch Cotton Candy, there's been Glitch Blood Orange, Grenades. There's been a lot of good ones. We could argue Predator. They've done a lot of good cherry flavors. But this Glitch Peach Iced Tea, it is peach iced tea, everybody. This is phenomenal. The man of the hour, your thoughts?
So to preface, many that know me know that this was a dream of mine for forever. Honestly, it still feels unreal. It still feels like I'm living a dream. I still can't believe this is actually happening. I can't believe I have the product in my hand. Honestly, ever since Saturday, I've been like numb in a good sense. I've been like shell shocked. Like, hey, I actually have this product in my hand. It took me so long. So many people doubted that it would ever happen. So many thought it would never actually like be real. Even I sometimes thought, this is a hell of a dream. This is going to be real one day. And here we are. And I did receive it Saturday. I got my package of 4 tubs. I took my first taste test and, take Riley's word for it. There are other people out on Twitter and YouTube already putting out their reviews that have had it. So even if you say my review is biased, whatever, all of theirs are not. A good one to go check out is actually our own Caffeinated alumni Chris Stone's video review on it, because you can always trust his word as well. But yes, TJC is out. It is available. It is shipping. You can still get it today. It is flying off the shelves. And I sincerely do believe it is the best peach iced tea on the market. It is a 60-40. It is 60% peach, 40% tea. The peach is nice. It is sweet. It is forward. The tea, it is dry. It is a nice aftertone after it. It just mixes and meshes so well. And mind you, I had honestly no help in this whatsoever. They didn't send me samples. They didn't have me try it ahead of time. None of that. I fully entrusted Glitch with this process, and they knocked it out of the park. To think we are finally having an episode 2.5 years later of Teach Ice Tea on the show. If you would have went back to episode 1 of this podcast and said 122 episodes later you'd actually have this tub and you would try it and it would be a real deal, I tell you to shut up, honestly, like you're kidding. It still doesn't feel real. I still feel like I'm in a dream. And I can't thank Glitch enough for believing in me and believing in this flavor. And it is the drink of the summer. Again, I know many amongst my community and even others that are more favored towards other brands are like, yo, I don't really care for peach. I don't even really care for tea. This flavor is incredible. I do think this will be a flavor as well that can sway people from one brand to another.
It's definitely one of them. And again, like when we talk about like Glitch's flavors, not everyone is an exact hit. Like there's some of them where you can say, you know what? Like sometimes it's just a flavor profile. Like for instance, I could name a few Glitch flavors that I could pass up on, and that includes one that I got recently. So it just is what it is. It's the nature of the beast, and I can say that with any brand. Although, as far as what the Glitch the brand has actually done that I would maybe wanna see them do, I haven't tried worms yet. I gotta order a tub, I found out. Um, I'd like to see how their take would be on, like, a pina colada, but outside that, I think they've kinda hit the notes on almost, what I could think of at least. Yeah.
I mean,
Which,
the main reason why. Go ahead.
actually, no, a good Hawaiian punch. That'd be about it aside of pina colada, but anyways.
The main reason why I made the switch to caffeinated supplements like Glitch a long time ago, as many do, is to get away from energy drinks because of the ingredients inside of them, the cost, and to drink more water. I've always, at that time, I was getting into what a lot of call my health nut stage, where I was, going to the gym, eating clean, taking care of myself, and more. Uh, and it's one thing that, like, I will agree with our other alumni, Electric Shotgun, and why he wanted his own flavor to be the same way, is because you also now have a peach iced tea out on the market with no dyes as well. I love that. Sincerely.
So the fact that 2 favorite flavors of this show, both are heavily promoted and heavily in high regard, don't have dyes. Also, I found out something. I forget what the ingredient is called. I think it's asfur f acer something, and it's either K or potassium. But I'm doing more research on the ingredient, but to say the least, I'm happy it's not in the glitch formula. Very happy it's not in the glitch formula. But I mean, I'm probably might it's gonna be interesting how I'm leaning on brands with the new job where I'm working around so many chemicals. But to say the least, I was actually happy to have the flavor at work today, and I did mix it with tea, ladies and gentlemen. I mixed it with 15 ounces of black tea, 1 scoop of that, and ooh boy, she's good. Very, very good.
It was different going to work Sunday, bringing my own flavor to work and just drinking that all day. Honestly, Sunday, I had 3 shakers of it. Like, I even had just the extra shaker because I'm like, the flavor is just so good and it's my flavor and it's here and it feels unreal. They're like, yeah, I'm going to
It's
have
a dangerous
another one.
flavor. It is.
It's just so
Like,
good, honestly.
it's gonna get to the point where I similar to G Fuel, it's gonna be like one of those flavors where it might be so good it might need a hydration.
And there actually has been a movement that people have started, not even I, but others have started of like, hey, this flavor's incredible. We need more hydration flavors for Glitch. Can we get Teach Iced Tea and hydration? And I 100% agree. I think this flavor would be fantastic for hydration.
I mean, it was actually funny. I think it was something from the Jocko brand. I know Jocko makes, all different lines like burner, go. I heard the hydration is phenomenal, and the guy behind the brand's like, hydration's been the trend. I said it 2 years ago. Well, first off, hydration doesn't mean shit on Gatorade and Powerade because it's owned by Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. And don't shit on hydration because let's just be honest. I don't give a flying fuck about the planted celebrities known as the Paul brothers. But if you go by everything else, like if you go by the hype brands, aka G Fuel, they were doing a hydration for a long time, and I backed it until they changed the formula, and now I don't want to be anywhere near it. That's just my 2 cents. And all due respect, Glitch, I know that there's been a lot of showcasing on this channel, but I don't think you've hit the ground run and promoted enough, in my opinion. We got all this stuff going on for the energy line, and there hasn't been one creator that stepped up and said, "Can I get a hydration flavor?" Not surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you. How long have you had 4 flavors? Before you redid everything, you did the pro line, you had 4 flavors that were already carrying the load in your cherry limeade and your blackberry lemonade, which was reformulated, I think, twice, maybe 3 times even. And then, okay, we got a creamer flavor, and then something else through it. Banking on those 4 flavors and said, "Oh, we'll see." there's got to be at least one creator out there that might just say, hey, let's try it. Somebody that could actually push the line and expand it. Because if you're not going to expand the line, then what are we doing? Why is it even there? You're going to focus on your weaknesses? You already have your strengths out there. You already got your shakers out there, redesigned a couple of times. The energy line is moving. The creative flavors are moving. Where's the hydration? At a standstill, stalemate.
I will agree. There does need to be more flavors.
Now, granted, this is just me, the consumer, on that basis. When I see the media, when I see the notifications, when I see the streamers, the Twitter accounts, the posts, how come I don't see, hey, I'm a creator for so and so, and this is what I'm drinking today? Maybe one out of every 30 or maybe even 40 do I see a hydration. There's no push for it.
I don't agree.
know if that's creator wise. I don't know if that's brand wise. I don't know what's in the tank for that revive line or hydration line. But simply put, 2 words: do better.
I can agree. The glitch does need more hydration flavors, and the current 4 are, the backbone currently of the revive line. They are fantastic, but they do need more. I can agree with that, and I would love to personally see more. Honestly,
Smurf juice became a hydration that could be the best on the market potentially, which is weird because there's so many blue raspberries on the market. Gamer Sups, we got the Prime. Yeah, the best hydration, and your flavor being there. Yeah, there's demands of another caffeinated alumni. Bizzo's flavor being a hydration, and I haven't seen a guava hydration, and I didn't give a flying you know what until I actually tried his flavor, and I'm like, how does this work? But I'm okay with it.
Which is actually funny that you brought him up, because when he gave his review on the tea, he actually said the tea is Teach Iced Tea is his top 3 favorite flavor, and it's currently his number 1, even over his own flavor. For someone to say they prefer someone else's flavor than their own, it's a lot. Like that takes a lot. He literally sent me a picture at 3 a.m. of the first. Mind you, he got it Friday or Saturday. He's already through 1 tub. That man bought a year supply, and he's already gone through 1 tub.
Jesus Christ!
He literally bought 12 tubs. I'm not even kidding.
I saw the picture of the 12 tubs. I see the UPS man is. I hope he tips the UPS guy or the post office guy that goes to his house and delivers that, because I mean, this guy, when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this guy's out here moving weight. He really is. Like, the most I've gotten from like an energy drink company as far as tubs go, I want to say 6 or 8 maybe.
Look, honestly, if
I want to say the most I've ever gotten at once is, I want to say 6 or 8, definitely not 10. And that was definitely a BOGO sale, and I ordered for friends and everything else, and there's that whole spiel. But then this guy just goes, "Oh wait, new flavor? Huh, I'll order a dozen tomorrow. Hold my beer." Snap.
If I had saved up more, I definitely would have got more than just 4. But I will definitely be ordering more as the weeks go on.
I just hope. I mean, chances are this thing's gonna sell out, man, and then we gotta wait for a restock.
I'm sure it will. It is not going anywhere anytime soon. I can promise you that.
I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna get quickly famous like the Haktua girl, but it's moving, man. It's making headlines, and it's actually been pretty clear. But I mean, it's actually just been so nice to really just. Is it still sold in, or has it not sold in yet?
What do you mean?
The thought, the process, the reality, it still hasn't.
Like, even like, I knew the product was arriving Saturday, and I'm at work, and I'm like kind of even getting emotional on the inside. And then when I got home and opened up that package, I'm shell shocked. even when I knew I was getting this and knew the dates and everything and was working on the tub design, like even with every bit of the process, knowing this was going to be real, and even now having it in my hand, it doesn't feel real. It still feels like a dream, and I still can't believe it. I am still in shock.
So I did have a couple questions to you as far as your flavor goes. So do you plan on trying it in tea sometime?
I mean, for you, I can do that. I think
Okay.
it's a little silly because it is already a tea flavor, but for you, I'll do it.
I thought the same thing with things like other flavors, man. But I'd say I'd say one of the favorite things I like to do is I don't usually buy like bulk loads of black tea anymore because it just sits for too long. But I like doing it with Shock's flavor because you
The
have the half and half and mango.
the two things I plan to do with my flavor for like experimenting fun and for even like content wise is to do an old tradition with it, which I'm sure you're not surprised, which is Willet lemonade to mix it with some lemonade because I'm sure it'll be great. And then the other one that I also really want to do, which I'm like pseudo trying a new trend of like Willet mix, is mixing peach iced tea with M&K mango.
I gotta get my hands on that because that's still a good mango. Not the best mango, actually. Huh? Not the best mango made, but possibly one of the best on the market. I mean, if G Fuel actually got their shit together and re-released Mango Explosion, sorry, but that takes it as far as flavor.
I say,
But
and like on a different side news update, real quick, just because you brought up mango and we can share it publicly. Shout out to again our caffeinated alumni Shock for him making a post saying, "Hey, uh, his mango lemonade will be going back on the market for those that really miss it. They are updating their coloring for it. They're using carrots instead of beets."
I'm glad I asked that question actually. Just simply because I know that the first formula was beet extract, and so the controversy was the flavor of why it was different. So instead of using carrot juice for the coloring, or I'm sorry, carrot juice extract, they were using beet extract. And this is just my theory on why Glitch says natural flavors and colors. I'm sorry, natural coloring is because for me, I remember the early days when it said carrot juice extract, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like when you find out there's like a root vegetable that you wouldn't eat raw or cooked on there, like me, uh, as much as I care about her, my there's some family members that I know that drink beet juice, and I cannot for the life of me stand it. So when I saw that there was beet extract used in like some of these formulas, I was very hesitant. So consumer to everybody else, I totally get that. Because when you have something that you cannot stand that's an ingredient in something, you get turned off. I'm one of those people. But I gave it a shot because there might be a little bit biased there, but to say the least, I'm glad I was proven wrong. But if somebody told me instead of beets, I'm using carrots, I'm going to myself, praise Lord. Like, really. Like, that's not a bullshit thing. That's a legitimate thing. And still no dyes in there. I can't complain too much. But I'm actually glad that you're gonna be trying it in lemonade. But there's actually one more that somebody asked, and they've done it with G Fuel powder. I think they did it with Juju powder. Not sure if anyone's done it in glitch powder, although I wouldn't be surprised. Would it pancake?
Oh, we're not. No, I'm not. No,
You know what I mean?
no.
You never seen people like do like the energy
I've
powder
I've
pancakes?
seen people do protein powder and all kind of things with pancake mix, but I'm not doing that. No, I'm not wasting a scoop or two of powder for something silly like that. No,
It's not
no,
silly if it tastes good.
no. I look, it in water tastes fantastic. It in a pancake, probably not. And glitch isn't a formula made to make pancakes. It's made to mix with water.
Well, so is G Fuel, but I've seen a lot of G Fuel pancake recipes, my guy. Fazeberry pancakes, they freaking hit from what I'm told.
Yeah, I'm good on all that.
I'm not asking you to pour it over your McDonald's fries like XQC. Like, come on.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that degenerate gambler, that
Yeah,
douchebag
yeah,
Canadian
yeah, yeah.
with long hair. Yeah, he used to allegedly like pour it over his McDonald's fries and eat it.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Like I said, he's a professional douchebag. Are you surprised? I'm not.
I'm just saying it's good. It's
It's very
real
good.
good.
Absolutely freaking good. See? Oh,
Y'all are silly. But hey,
hey,
whatever you want to do with your powder, you do. I'm not
listen,
doing it.
I know I'm crazy, but I don't think I'm off the rails crazy.
I want to do it personally. But whatever you do with your powder is your choice.
Although I'm wondering if Bizzo would actually try that. Something tells
I,
me he would.
I can see him trying it.
I can imagine him trying like a loopy fruit pancake.
That may actually not be bad. That may actually be decent.
I mean, you gotta pick a fruit or like something like sweet or something. Like, I remember something that I remember something my mother did on like there was this one weekend, like after Halloween, it was me and my sister. She was still a kid. They would take the M&Ms done from trick or treating, and this is like a Saturday morning after November 1st, M&M pancakes.
I mean, I guess it's
The milk
slightly
the
no
milk
different.
the milk chocolate ones, mind you, not the big peanut ones where uh,
Yeah, but like in a way, I guess it's still technically no different from like just doing chocolate chip pancakes. So like it kind of makes sense.
yeah, I mean it tasted a little better in my opinion. I think it just kind of went better. Not an everyday thing, of course, but yeah. But to say the least, I can imagine like something like I think mango could work personally. I'm not sure about Predator, but again, right? When I mix glitch with something other than water, I know you kind of think of it as almost sacrilegious.
I mean, no, we used to do the like trend of like, will it lemonade, will it tea, with many things we would review. I think
You
it's a
know,
little
I
funny
haven't
you
tried
did
crack sauce
tea.
with I gotta try that still.
I do think it's a little funny you did a peach tea flavor with the tea.
I had it on deck. I had to try it for somebody. And if I were
Okay.
to ever give a 6 star for a flavor, not saying I'm like this guy with the WWE reviews, but yeah, to say the least, the Teach Iced Tea in actual black tea, it might be a 6 star. I'll give it 5, but it could be a 6. Just think about that.
And again, this would still not be possible if it wasn't for the friends like Relly and the plugs and many members of my community, family members, and so much more for helping this stream become alive. And for anybody that ever doubted it, for anybody said that would never happen, for anyone just being negative towards the idea of the premise, it being real now goes out to you to prove to you that dreams do come true when you put your work in.
Let me translate that and let me put it in this edition. For those who still doubt Teach, go shit in your hat.
He can say he's from Boston, so
Hey, wrong city.
he's from Connecticut.
I'm from Hat City, actually.
What's Hat City?
Hat City, Connecticut. Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yes. So like the high school where I live, they're actually known as the Mad Hatters. So in the 20s, they're actually the biggest hat making capital in the world.
Hmm.
Hat City, Connecticut. I mean, you know the actual name of where I live, but they always refer to as Hat City. Like you go to the high school, what's the logo? A top hat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. hat capital of the world. I went to the hat factory. It got torn down. They used a ton of mercury, so it was a super fun site for a while. That's just what they call hazardous areas. But yeah, knowing the history, going off of that, it's been pretty wild. So like when everyone tells me it's like, "Yo, what's up with the hat collection?" I'm like, "Well, technically I am in Hat City, Connecticut."
You've got the reason for it then.
Yes, and I'm rocking the pink today with a few people in the circle in bad health at the moment. If you know, you know.
That doesn't even look pink on camera. It looks more red.
This is definitely pink, bud.
So on camera, it looks red, but I'll believe you.
Do you think this looks red?
It looks red.
This is totally a pink, man. So if this is a red, do you think this is a red?
They look red to me. And
Interesting.
trust me, I'm the MBCF guy. I know pink, but that looks red to me, good sir.
I don't know. Why don't you ask Lady Carisi if this looks red or pink on her camera?
Yeah, I'm sure. I believe you that it's pink, but it definitely looks red.
Because I could see the two different shades.
Two different shades of red.
Damn it, Rye. Damn it, Bry. Yeah. Oh well. What's actually kind of funny though too is like, I mean, we keep saying I keep saying sacrilegious. To me, I think a red Yankee hat is sacrilegious. It's just how it goes. I don't make the rules. Legit, I would never own a red Yankee hat.
What about
Period.
a Red Sox?
Yeah, a better chance of me selling you a bridge in Brooklyn.
What about White Sox?
They're fucking poverty, but I would probably wear like the regular one, and on the S, I'd probably go in Sharpie and put sell.
What about Pink Sox?
I mean, if we're talking like a White Sox hat that's like in pink, probably the same concept, and I'd write sell there too. But yeah, is what it is. So, if anyone has any questions for the man of the hour, please let us know. And we actually got a fairly new, or at least fairly new to me. Not sure if it's reformulated or re-advertised, or if it's Alani's drink of the summer. I'm very surprised on the Hawaiian punch trend, but I am all here for it. I don't know about you.
Let me see what exactly it's supposed to be.
So, also for justification, everybody, I didn't send this to Teach because I know how he is. I was able to try the C4 official collab with Hawaiian Punch. I got my hands on it at a vitamin shop. So, first off, with C4 formula, there's no dye in it and it is sugar free. But what's crazy is it tastes exactly like Hawaiian Punch. You have to double check to make sure that it's diet and it tastes exactly accurate. It's exactly what you think it is, but it's not as sticky. It's not as sugary, of course, but it's pretty accurate. I was very surprised. That's probably the best outside maybe the cherry limeade and the bombsicle. I'll call it the top 3 flavor they ever made. That fair?
You do you, buddy.
But think about all the flavors they've released all over all the years, including the Starbursts. There's 4 of them, including the Skittles, all the flavors of the rainbow. The Hawaiian Punch is a top 3 flavor for them. And don't worry, I didn't have you suffer through the pain. I didn't spike you.
I've just always been curious of like people really enjoying C4, especially when it contains beta alanine, and that's more something you would want for like going and working out.
To me, as long as I'm getting things done, like I've actually like had a C4 when I've been writing at my desk.
Yeah, but like I don't know about you, but at least for me, when anytime I've had something with beta alanine, you get what people call like the itches or the scratches or the tingles, as some will, and that makes me want to go. It makes me want to go do stuff like get up, go work out, go just go go go. I couldn't sit there with that feeling.
You see, I get the movement, I don't get the shakes, and I don't get the itch. So it affects me differently, so I have a different opinion. So when it gets to me, right? Like me, if I want to write and I want to put myself into the darkness, and by that I just go radio silent and I try and see what I can do. Some lion's mane and a good formula, and I can get a lot done. Like just the other day, I tried to see what I can do, but I kind of went casual with it. And I actually got probably, I want to say I got 2,500 words done. So I was happy about that. Sometimes I'm lucky to get 500 to 1,000. So, I mean, good for my expectations.
So when looking it up, Hawaiian shaved ice, it is described as sporting a new vivid design, which I'm going to assume that means this is a re-release, but an updated re-release. Hawaiian shaved ice now features more splashes of strawberry and watermelon.
So that's the thing that I find interesting on here. I see a coconut, a strawberry, and is that cherry on the bottom? By the way, this is my index finger. I'm not giving anybody the bird. But Teach, you see that? Strawberry, coconut, and cherry?
I think that's what they want to use as a watermelon, but I can definitely get the cherry-esque.
Hey, where's the melon? But not for nothing. Is this going to be tiger's blood and they don't want to put a label on it?
It may damn well be.
Fuck.
And that's unfortunately why, in a unfortunate sense, we are here so that way we can taste it for the audience and let people know.
Yeah, damn it.
We go through the good and the bad so others know.
Well, I guess I'm ready to crack this thing. Not sure if I'm looking forward to it or not.
I mean, I'm not looking forward to coconut, but
yeah, you coconut. No.
it definitely has a strong smell.
Let's find out. Let's see. Clear. I like it. Okay. Sniff test. Damn it. Oh, yeah. For you, I smelled just straight coconut. For you, this is probably going to be hell. And mind you, I just started. Now, mind you, today was, to mind you, Homer Simpson voice. It's my first day. That was me today.
What, new job?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My first day was today, and we work with a lot of solvents. There's a lot of glue, there's a lot of acetone, and I felt like the inside of like my nose burning until I adjusted. So I mean, but even me, the first thing I smell is coconut.
Yeah, that might have heightened your senses.
It's so weird because I go outside and I smell the fresh air, and plus it's AC because it's got to be temperature set. So all year round, that building is between 68 and 72 degrees because otherwise
Dang.
glues won't dry. So summertime, wintertime, it'll stay that temperature. But that being said, when you go outside and you go straight back in, you go, oof, you got to get used to the fume again. Still, like, I don't know. Good luck, man.
You ready?
Cheers.
That is interesting.
Do you taste the hybrid of the two?
What do you mean by the hybrid?
It's like tiger's blood and Hawaiian and fruit punch.
It
Because if you go with regular Hawaiian punch, I taste pineapple. I don't taste coconut.
now that you mentioned the pineapple part,
Wait a minute, now I'm getting it. It was coconut at first, but now it's turned into pineapple and turned into fruit punch. Is this like pina colada fruit punch?
It's kind of interesting flavor wise.
But
I
how come the notes are like weak?
I don't know why they say watermelon because I don't get any watermelon. I get a lot of that like strawberry-esque, but no watermelon. I definitely get coconut.
Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. I definitely get a strawberry. It's definitely a punch, but it's seeming more like pina colada strawberry-ish. I don't know. Like, hey, Bride, since you're the G Fuel guy and you got all the flavors, tell me how a fruit punch and Miami Nights mix together sometime. I'm highly curious, and this is for science.
It is
It's
weaker on the
interesting, but
coconut, but it's there.
though, as far as like a strong like flavor, why is Alani not strong in flavor? Why is
I
it more
mean, this
mellow?
this one I think is like strong in a different sense of strong though. It's like stronger on notes than like anything else. Because yeah, like it definitely feels like you are getting a strong pineapple note, and then it feels like you're getting a strong strawberry note. I don't get a ton of watermelon, and then you can definitely
No, not
like
at all.
feel the coconut on the tail end. It's kind of weird. It's not. This is gonna be a weird review for me because again, I'm not huge on coconut, and the coconut is a little bit underwhelming in this, while it is still noticeable. I'll give it a 6 because again, it's one of those like it's not fully for me. I don't hate it. It's not great because I don't care for coconut, but I still got to try it. For all the other people that hate coconut, maybe you might like it. It definitely still feels like it's pineapple strawberry forward, like heavy forward. I don't get any watermelon.
Now it tastes like a cherry. This is so weird to me because it's like back when I was in high school when we painted cars, there was a classmate of mine. He did a little stuff for a Toyota dealership. There was this gold paint for a Toyota, and every single time you basically splash it around, it turned a different color. He said like one part it's green, one part's purple, one part's blue. It's like
So
one moment it's cherry, one point it's pineapple, one point it's coconut, and I'm not getting one flavor at a time. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting one flavor at a time. I'm not getting like a mix.
this is very weird of a flavor compared to like what it's supposed to taste like. Because I looked up the old one, and this is an updated Hawaiian ice. Because even the original flavor says it's a tropical blend of strawberries, watermelon, and coconut. And even the updated one says it's the same, but now has more strawberry and more watermelon. Which I would definitely say the coconut is on the tail end and is less now because of the other two being more dominant. But I hardly
I
get any
do not taste
watermelon.
watermelon at all.
I definitely get the strawberry, and it's weird because again, I see where you're going with it. I can taste like a pineapple, and it feels like a cherry as well, but they're not in there unless that is their
So it's not like a
tropical blend.
traditional fruit punch. It's more of like it's different fruits. So of course we got like a pina colada, we got coconut and pineapple in there. But then we're getting is the watermelon on the back burner and that's covered by cherry and strawberry?
Maybe it's their style of watermelon that's making it taste. I don't. It's so weird. I don't get the watermelon whatsoever. And again, it's not like this is bad. I'm glad they have made it so the other flavors are more dominant
It's
and the coconut is
it
less.
it's unique. And they did a lot of promotion with it because the model that they actually chose to do this was Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany. She was great for having 2 kids and another on the way, by the way. But yeah, this is something. This is definitely not my favorite, but I'm kind of a little disappointed with Alani because with the recent releases that we've tried on the show, it's like the grape I can get behind. The cherry slush I could get behind. The blue raspberries I could get behind. The mimosas, the oranges and such, I could get behind that. But if you remember the last 3 flavors that we've reviewed on the show, we have the Hawaiian Ice now, the Pink Splash, the Kim Aid. I don't know if we've raised expectations or do we just feel like they fell flat? Were they just okay? I feel like there should be something better, but I'm not getting it. Or is it just us?
I still feel like the best thing they ever came out with is their cherry slush.
Their cherry slush is timeless, yes. But I'm just saying with the new stuff that they've come out with.
The
Oh,
orange,
oh, the rainbow candy flavor, I think was their best.
even their cherry twist was very. Maybe they're just at the baseline
I
to where
like
they're
both.
like, we're not creating anything spectacular, but we're not creating anything bad. Just very mid bar. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know why you aim for there. This isn't juvie, but hey, whatever. Is
I
what it
don't know
is,
why
I
you would aim
guess.
for it either, but I guess you'd rather be like mid bar than low bar, right?
So basically the competition is Celsius and juvie, in our opinion.
I mean, Juvie, in my opinion, is not even a competition.
Well, I'm just saying, like, with them having the target vendor, unlike some other energy drink companies, I mean, it's there. It just is what that is. Just going straight out there. I didn't expect Juvie to be popular enough to get Target as a vendor.
I mean, I guess I don't truly know the statistical numbers on this when I bring up this next part, but the one thing that I've always been told and have seen for Alani is that their target audience and or demographic is supposed to be women in energy drinks, right?
Women that work out, that's their thing, as well as it seems like the target is women between the age of 18 and 35.
Which again, I think at base premise is fantastic, and I love it that we have a new energy drink company that is pushing more towards women, right? So, is there another brand of energy drinks that I don't know of that is also hitting that demographic? Is it Celsius? It's definitely not
I feel like
Monster.
Cel I feel like Celsius is trying to aim there, and I don't know. I feel like Bang is just trying to go to it's like, "Hey, are you between the age of 18 and" I'd say 25, but I'm basically just assuming, like, 25 to me is too old because I'm thinking 20 unless you're getting, like, your master's or your doctorate, the college age is over. Like, Bang is aiming for anyone who's college age or anyone who wants to be an influencer. I feel like everyone has, like, a certain audience, and people have asked me all the time, like, especially, like, people, like, in my writing audience, they're like, "Hey, how does this stuff work? Like, how does this go here? What do companies aim for? What do they shoot for?" And granted, I feel like there's more like, "Hey, we're either mainstream," and I feel like there's G Fuel as the hype brand that will go for anybody. It's like, "Hey, are you a YouTuber? Do you do ASMR? Do you do, anything?" It's like, "Hey, here you go. You can do this." And then there's Alani that's just like, "Hey, we're doing fitness women." And Celsius is like, "Hey, we're doing wellness." Rockstar, they're doing action sports and now trying to go with wellness, which I don't understand why they have so many brands clashing with each other, but that's PepsiCo for you, if you really think about it.
Yep.
And then there's just, some people that have their bread and butter. Like Red Bull is pushing the limits on a daily basis. Monster is the edgelord, and I don't think that shit's changing anytime soon for those 2. But it's actually so, like, weird too because I was walking through the mall because I had to pick up something. The fact that I saw Hollister sell Red Bull Oracle shirts, what a time like I know times have changed, but like wow. I didn't expect Hollister of all brands to sell Red Bull and NASCAR related shit. I feel like they're in like a midlife crisis now.
They definitely are. 100%.
100 freaking percent. Although it was actually funny too because I remember going into hat stores and I remember all the kids that wanted to be either Ken Block or Rob Deerdeck. They had the Monster Ford and the DC collab hat. Those were pretty sick for the time.
Which
Rest in
big
peace, Ken
RIP.
Block.
Yep.
Rest in peace to one of the DC shoe founders, Ken Block.
Absolute
On a
goat.
daily basis, pushing the limits to even further than I expected or could even dream of somebody doing. Like what I thought was fantasy and couldn't be done, he did it. And if you, especially the one with Pikes Peak, because I've seen it. Now, granted, I traveled up it by train, but just seeing the roads from that rail car and the tour guide telling us how so many people have had their cars break down going up and down that freaking mountain, that just tells you everything. And mind you, the way it was set up, it just is what it is. Like, I have no idea what's wrong with the state of Colorado. But granted, if there's anywhere here in the Northeast that I've traveled to, hey, Teach, here's the road. Here's a cliff. Guess what we're going to do? Put a guardrail. Here's Colorado. I don't know what you want me to do. It's Colorado. What do you want me to do about it? That's not bullshit. They say, hey, put some chains on those tires and FitFo, if you know what that means.
First in, first out?
Figure it the fuck out.
Oh, I thought you were going FIFO.
No, FitFo. Yeah, man. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. There's people that just know how to push the limits. And then there's people that want to just completely stay in mid tier and be okay with it. Alani, Juvie. So
I would argue Juvi's even under Alani.
Oh, absolutely.
There has been more flavors I have liked compared to Juvie in Alani.
Not only that, but
I'll be real with you, Chief.
so
Juvie feels like that
I'd love to
brand.
try the caramel apple, but I'll just say this: blue raspberry. Everyone's done it. I could go without. Next, caramel apple. I'd love to try. The orange cream. I'd love to try. The cherry slush. I could get that anywhere. The watermelon ice. Not great, but that was their best one. Kiwi strawberry. The tropical.
Juvie just feels like it was Nade Shot and a couple other guys that had some money that wanted to dip into their feet into the energy realm, and so they came out with Juvie. And it is a lackluster, and it feels more like a hype energy brand for people that follow Nade Shot than anything else.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a hype brand, but you don't know it's a hype brand. It's like FaZe Clan back in the 2000s where it's just like, "What the hell is that?" It's a group I follow, and it's pretty cool. It's not like, "What's FaZe Clan?" "Oh, look at the grocery store and look what they collabed with." Totally different things. I'm not sure if Nade Shot thought that that was a retirement idea or whatever the case may be, but again, I think this is one where I can just sit myself out on. Although, again, the candy apple I wanted to try, except it's so hard for me to want to buy a 12 pack of something without giving it a solid, you know, X amount of thoughts. Like, there's a couple of things that I've ordered, but last time I ordered a 12 pack, it was just this past weekend. but I actually got the variety pack so I could send them out to you and others. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. But if it's like 12 of the same flavor, nah. I just can't really do that unless I absolutely love it. I
I
don't care
mean,
if that's candy, I don't care if that's a carbonated lemonade, I don't care what it is. I have a hard time buying a 12 pack of something when I've never tried it before.
that I don't blame you for one bit. To even put it to a different perspective, really, you've always made jokes or pointed out how it felt like Michigan would always get so much of the new stuff, especially for energy drinks. I've
Yes.
never once seen Juvie out in the wild here in Michigan. Never once.
What?
Never once.
Have you ever stopped through a Target?
Yes.
Nothing.
Nope.
I always wondered about that because I see we follow the one of the I think he's the rep. He was with an energy drink company for a long time and now he does it for Juvie and he advertises it and I see him on our feed occasionally. But he keeps talking about, oh, this flavor now at your local Target, search it, search your store. But I haven't seen anybody try the caramel apple. I haven't seen anybody outside himself try the orange cream can that they have. Cherry slush, fine. That was a collab with Dead Island. Respect. But I mean, I just don't see where they are. Outside the guys who shipped us out the Juvie cans, the first 3, I can't tell you when's the last time I've actually legit seen them.
Yep.
F3 is different, which speaking of, stuff that's going on with that. Like they got like this streamer fighting thing, like X amount if you win, medical expenses covered up to X, and I'm like, Harrison Rogers, with all due respect, I don't know what you're doing. And for the record, you dumped Action Man for a reason because he's a total toolbox. Don't poke the bear. Let him be. Let him stoople in his own muck. It's embarrassing.
Do you smell that really?
Smell
Because
bullshit.
to me, when it comes to F3, it smells like desperation. It smells like, hey, if we can pay Rampage Jackson enough to go on to Joe Rogan show and promote our thing, maybe we'll have more of a chance.
So I mean, I think he's actually producing a ton. Like apparently there's a 500,000 cans that are all mislabeled. And so when things are mislabeled, they usually end up in like, Marshalls and clearance sections and all that sort. He wanted to figure out a thing to do with it. So apparently they're throwing like beach events and such. And maybe it's like, giveaways, big beach bash parties, all that. And I just don't know, man. I don't get it. But I mean, the 2 cans that we tried, again, it's all right. It's just not something I'd go out of my way for.
I'll put it to you this way. And this is how I can best think of it right now. All right, and it'll kind of make sense to you when you somewhat think about it. Right. Let's just say in a very hypothetical world, Celsius was like the official drink of Glitch, or not Glitch, was the official drink of Twitch, right? Was Celsius was the official drink of Twitch.
Mhm.
F3 feels like it's trying to be the official drink of Kick. It's this other thing that's just trying to overdo it to become something that something else already is, and it's trying to create a different market. Am I wrong?
Actually, I'll one up you. At first I thought you were going to go with True North.
No.
I'm sorry, True North was like kicked 1.1 or 1.0. It's like 2.0 of the Kick energy drink is F3. The fact that we got 2 different versions of it. Ah, my god. The pain, so embarrassing. Why? Just why?
So yeah.
uh, Still, I mean, I know that I couldn't run a brand because it's absolutely crazy. And the bigger you are, the more they're going to say bullshit against you. And the one thing is that what happens when you work for a company versus are the company is that for me, I can go to bed and not have to worry about everything. And when you are the company, you're also its customer service and everything else. You are the heart, the brain, and the bloodstream. Versus me, I'm like the pinky finger. I'm there, I'm useful, I'm handy, but I fall asleep. I can be motionless for a while later. It just is what it is. But every time I'm like going to like Harrison Rogers, it's like every single time I see the guy post, it's a coin flip. This is either gonna be, hey, good job, dude. Keep doing your thing. And then, Lord have mercy, what are you doing? Why? Why? You tell me, Teach, why?
I don't know, brother. I really don't. I say we are at that tail end of the episode, though. Any other notes to wrap it up?
I mean, I think that's really it. I mean, I'm trying to just get notes together and see if I get a couple of mixes for you. And unfortunately for me, loopy fruits and water is not my thing. That's awful on my end. Sour bomb yet to try. And me and Plug Sassy are still trying to get in the lab and see what's the best combinations. But we had this thought where there was like, it's this glitch flavor that's in process, but there was like 3 or 4 of them in one single like shaker amount and just kind of like experiments of it. Ooh, 10 Curls got something. There's a rumor, we'll find out next week if it's true or not. Moist Critical finally getting a flavor with gamer subs.
Hmm.
And to be completely honest, I'm very, very surprised it didn't happen sooner. Because
Yes.
you know how there's like some creators that have an idea quickly as soon as they get on because it's already in production and they just kind of slap their label on it. We could notice that with some creators. Now, G Fuel, when Ninja came to town, I'm not sure what the hell happened. But okay. As far as Moist Critical, if it was something basic, he probably should have had already because that's good business. But what the hell do I know? I'm just some dumb Yankee. I know he had the shaker. We'll see about the flavor. But outside of Glitch and Gamer Subs, the news has really been slow news day. Not much from G Fuel, which is rare. I feel like they're waiting for their, hey, we got an announcement twice a month kind of thing, and it's just blown over the head. And everybody else is just kind of staying tranquil, which is so odd. I get that summer, but that's just how that part goes. Any final thoughts, Teach?
I've said my case today. You already know it. Try the tea. You won't be disappointed. It is real. It is here. The dream is now reality.
The dream is now a reality. So, for the people in the back, hold up that tub for one final time. One final time this episode, I should say. This right here, and I hope to get mine signed soon. This is hard work, everybody. Dedication, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and hard work. And I'm glad I've been part of this journey to see my mans here get it done. Everything you like to see, it's a thing of beauty. Everybody, have a very good Monday night. Please be safe, stay well, stay healthy, drink your freaking water. And yes, we had another unfortunate circumstance where dehydration caused more health issues to another one in our circle. So please, so help me God, Please stay hydrated and stay safe and healthy for this summer. Cannot stress it enough. I tell you every week for a reason. We love you all, and hopefully we got more news next Monday night. If not, it will roll over. We will get in the lab in the meantime, which, by the way, I hope you guys like Sour Bomb. Again, might have to get myself my lab coat. Take it easy, everybody. Lattice.